The following video will be for RLC Racing Pro Analysis software. We are going to go over the track map section on the Pro Race Analysis software. All the GPS track data is directly linked to the video and sensor data taken from the RLC data loggers. You can click anywhere on the track map and the car position will jump to that exact position along with the sensor data and video. The Pro Race Analysis software offers a new Exact Track Plus maps. But quickly, I will go over the different types of track maps. The first is the generic/default track map. This is where if you don't have an exact track map file which defines the actual GPS track width. The generic/default track map is created by how much of the track you drove during that session. Even if you only drove one lap, you will still get a track map. You can see your individual lap lines within the confined generic track map, and you can zoom in to analyze your lines better. If an exact track map is available, the Pro Race Now software will prompt you when you open the log file with the closest matching exact track map file. If the exact track map that you load is not correct, you can check to see if the correct exact track map is available. Click on the GPS menu bar, select Load Map, and all exact track map loaded on your Pro Race Now software will be listed. If you see the correct exact track map, you can select it and it will load. Also, check our website for the latest updates. Now when you analyze your lap lines, they fall within the confines of an actual track map. The benefits of analyzing your data with an exact track map is now you can tell exactly where you were on the track when you stepped on the brake, pressed the throttle, or when you dove into a turn. You can zoom in on any part of the track map to more closely analyze your lap line, and the map will automatically pan with the car while you're playing the log file. You will notice that some of our track maps are now Exact Track Plus maps, where we have satellite image overlays included. On a side note, we are currently working on all the track maps, but if you don't see the Exact Track Plus map that you want, send us an Exact Track map file and a couple log files and we'll make one for you. All controls for the track map section are in the track map control box. Here you will find controls to start and stop, speed up or slow down the log file, zoom in, zoom out on the track, and pan the track, and more. If the track map control box is in your way, you can click on the tabs in the corner of the control box and it will move to the opposite side of the track map. I will go over the basic controls now and more advanced controls later on in the video. To start playing the log file, click on the play button. Your car will start moving forward and will notice a red line behind it. This is your lap line. You can speed up or slow down the current lap by pressing the appropriate buttons. To stop the lap, click the stop button, and rewind the lap, press the reverse button. To zoom in on a part of a track map, click on the zoom in button. The other way to zoom in on a track is to click and drag a box over this section of track. When you release the mouse, the map will zoom in on the selected section. You can press the play button again to resume and the screen will automatically pan when the car reaches the edge of the screen. You can even pan around different parts of the track when you are zoomed in by clicking the pan button. If you want to zoom out to the original track map, click the zoom out button. To load a different lap, click on Car 1, and a list will pop up listing all laps. Select the lap you would like to load. This method can also be used to load Car 2. When you select a lap to load for Car 2, it will appear on the map as a pink dot if loaded from the same session, or a blue dot if it's loaded from a comparison file. This is an easy way to load different laps for a comparison. The gear position feature allows you to quickly see where and what gear you were in anywhere on the track map. In order to use the gear position tool, you will need to have completed the gear calibration routine on the RLC Data Logger Race Dash system. To see your gear position on the track map, press the gear button and your gears will appear on the track map. If you have two cars loaded for analysis, then the gear position for car 1 will appear on the outside of the track in red, and the gear position for car 2 will appear on the inside of the track in blue. If you're comparing laps within the same session, then car 2 will be in pink. The color banding tool lets you select a sensor and visually see the data on the track. This is especially beneficial for brake pressure and throttle position. To see a sensor color banded on the track map, select it from the current data tab below the track map box and drag and drop it on the track map. If you don't immediately see the color banding change, click the GPS in the menu bar, click lap line, and select show completed lap line. Or if you leave the lap line viewing option on, view lap line trail, you will see when the sensor is applied and the car travels around the track map. You will notice that the track map control box has changed, and it now shows which sensors are on the map, which lap they're on, and what color the sensor is on the track map. If you want to change the color of the sensor, then click on the color box. A color window will appear where you can choose from a range of standard colors or create your own custom color. You can also adjust the intensity/contrast of the color banding by clicking on the sensor in the track map control box. A pop-up box will appear with different options. You can choose to adjust the contrast, hide the sensor, or remove the sensor. The close option will only close the pop-up window. Predictive sectoring allows you to divide up the track into sectors and analyze each one in great depth. At each beacon, you're able to see if you're faster or slower than your fastest lap, or whichever lap you select to compare to, and the speed through that beacon. There are two sectoring modes, automatic and manual. With the automatic sectoring, the ProRaceNow software will automatically divide the track into 20 equal sections. To start an automatic predictive sectoring, press the A button in the track map control box. Beacons will appear on the track map. You can easily add or subtract the number of sections by clicking the plus or minus button in the track map control box. You can also delete the sectors by clicking the X button. Manual sectoring allows the user to set their own sectors. To create manual sectors, click on the M button. You will notice that a beacon will appear on the track map highlighted in yellow and will move around the track as you drag the mouse around. To place the first beacon, left-click on your mouse. Place the next beacon anywhere on the track map. You can place multiple beacons around the track at different intervals to create your own sectors, but once you are done placing the beacons, right-click on the mouse. The Predictive Sectoring tab will appear in the top portion of the graphing section. Depending on how many sectors you place on the track map will determine how many sectors you will see in the Predictive Sectoring tab. If you want to delete the sectors on the track map and start over, click the X button. Or if you'd like to add additional separate sectors not connected to the original sector, click the plus button and repeat the past steps. These additional sectors will be added to your Predictive Sectoring tab when you are finished. If you forget which sectors are connected together, click the I button and the yellow line will connect to the sectors. The Predictive Sectoring tab will show your best theoretical lap predictive times through each beacon, times between the beacons, and the speed through the beacon. The lap is highlighted in pink as either your fastest lap or the lap you have chosen as your base comparison lap. If you'd like to change the base comparison lap or the lap that all of the laps are being compared to, then click the checkered flag button, then select a lap. You will notice the predictive information will update when you select a different lap. To select a particular beacon, you can select it right on the track map. When you hover over the beacon, it will turn red. The corresponding beacon in the Predictive Sectoring tab will also highlight in pink. You can also use the scroll bar on the bottom of the Predictive Sectoring tab to find the beacon information you want, or use the scroll tab on the side to scroll through all the laps. You can choose to sort the predicted lap times by either lap times, fastest, slowest, or by lap number, numeric value. To change, simply click on the lap column. If you click on a beacon column, you can choose to either sort the predictive times through a beacon, fastest time through that particular beacon, or speed through a beacon, the fastest speed through that particular beacon listed first. You can do this procedure for any beacon column. If you click on one sector column, then it will list the fastest to slowest time through the sector. If you have two cars loaded for analysis, the laps in the lap column will be followed by either car 1 or car 2. Whether you are using automatic or manual predictive sectoring, you can quickly look at the particular beacon information by hovering over it on the track map. When you hover over the beacon, a small window will pop up showing the predicted lap times and speed through that beacon for all the lap sessions. To scroll through all laps, click on the down arrow. Theoretical sectoring allows you to manually sector up the track the way you want, and then the ProRaceNow software will automatically determine your theoretical best lap by putting together all the best times through each sector. Creating the theoretical sector is very similar to creating manual sectors. To create a theoretical best lap, click the T button. You will notice that a beacon will appear on the track map highlighted in yellow, and will move around the track as you drag the mouse around. To place the first beacon, left-click on your mouse. You will notice that the first beacon is placed, and a second has appeared. You will also notice that the two sectors are connected with a yellow line. This indicates that these two beacons are connected to create a sector. Place the next beacon anywhere on the track map, left-click on your mouse. You can place multiple beacons around the track at different intervals to create your own sectors. But once you are done placing the beacons, right-click on the mouse. We recommend that you only place sectors on the straightaways. The reason for this is because you are more likely to have similar lap lines on the straightaway, and a lap line is easier to correct when you are traveling straight. If you put a beacon in the middle of a turn, the lap line might be so dissected that you will never be able to figure out the best line through the turn. The whole point of creating a theoretical best lap is to put together all the fastest sections so you can see how to prove your driving. The theoretical best lap can be used to compare to any other lap and can be used as a base lap in the time finder. The time finder tool is a quick and easy way to tell whether you are gaining or losing time. This tool is especially beneficial if you first create a theoretical best lap and use it to compare to other laps. Select 2 laps that you want to compare and click the time finder button. You will now notice that there will be sections on the track with a red and green banding. The areas highlighted in green are the areas where car 1 picked up on time faster than car 2, and the areas highlighted in red are areas where car 2 picked up on time faster than car 1. You can quickly load other laps and see if there are areas where you are consistently losing time and focus your attention there. When the time finder tool is implemented, you will see a sensitivity and contrast section in the track map control box. The sensitivity level is used to adjust the time difference between car 1 and car 2. The higher the sensitivity level, the larger the time difference needs to be between car 1 and car 2. You will only see the places on the track map where there is significant time difference between the 2 cars. A higher sensitivity level will eliminate the small time differences, so you can concentrate on the places on the track where there is significant time difference between the 2 cars. A lower sensitivity level, the smaller the time difference needs to be between the car 1 and car 2. So you will see more highlights on the track, since small amount of time difference will display on the track map. The contrast level will increase or decrease the brightness/contrast level of the highlighted areas on the track map. To learn more about the ProRaceNow software, please watch our other tutorial videos or go to our website and download the ProRaceNow software manual.